Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day in the market. It's Thursday, June 12th. I'm going to review the 0-day options I took today on SPY for the small account challenge. We're grinding. Thanks for being here. Hope you had a good Thursday. A little macro context here from Eric's charts at SPY Day Trading on YouTube. You can check him out. Link for his Discord's in the description as well. Yesterday, as I was saying, we had liquidity up here. And that yesterday, yep. And then we built some down here. So I thought maybe a rally back up, reject this liquidity for a head, and then grab this shoulder. Or potentially this is the inverse head, and grab this for inverse head and shoulder. And we did between both of those. We just went up in between them and chopped. So built a lot of liquidity today. Second half of the day like crazy. But at open, let's see, was I late? No, I was on time. I was on time this morning. Kind of a grindy morning again, just depending on, just because of where we are in the 30-minute, I think, too. I haven't had like a kind of move and then continuation day for a while. Sometimes you'll get like in the first 30 minutes, it does a little head and grabs a shoulder and then just down all day, or vice versa to the upside. But yeah, so PPI was this morning. I guess didn't really matter too much. Market didn't move a whole lot on it. Yeah, this morning, this is what I was starting to chart a bit. Did some on the 15-second and then kind of stuck back with the 1 minute. Very grindy, kind of hard for me to see what was going on. But I've got purple, gold, white. In the morning I didn't have white, and purple and gold I was kind of moving around. Anyways, there's 5 minutes. Market's moving a bit. Yeah, kind of just grinded up, built some liquidity here. Was looking at magenta for the bullish control. Didn't really get a nice head on this, so I didn't take the break on this magenta right here. And I didn't like the risk reward because of this white channel, unfortunately, for that to be the take profit zone. This shoulder, if it came down and bounced, getting calls here on the bounce of this white would have been nice for an inverse head to grab the shoulder to go up. Better risk reward. So I missed this little one right here, which I'm fine with. This is 5-day right here, this gold line on the daily. So grind it up, kind of just hanging out, waiting for stuff, I guess, to set up. And on the 30-minute, we broke out of. What are you talking about? Whoops. 30-minute, we broke out of this steeper green, and then by 10 o'clock, we'd broken out of this. So starting to see that bounce. I was looking for maybe rejection on magenta up here, for that to be a head, or potentially rejection on green. So still kind of looking for potential for a downside on this grind up, but waiting for structure and yeah, volume and breaking channels, of course. So kind of kept coming up. Another trade that could have taken potentially was a break to the upside. It's kind of a chase trade. I don't usually take these, but I'm trying to get better so that I can. Basically, if you have a channel like a bullish channel, you take them on the downside if it's breaking the downside puts, but you can take them on the same direction if it's breaking into a stronger channel, like as it did here with the gold. So you could have taken it there, but again, it's a bit of a chase, more of a scalp. Got to be quick in and out, because it could just be a stop out, it could just be a head that's going to reverse. But yeah, this was a potential trade right here as well as there. Didn't take those though. Happened again here. That was after some liquidity is built by the bulls, as you can see with this red. However, again, I didn't really like that head. I thought about it, but risk reward and wasn't great. If it retraced bigger for a bigger inverse head, I would have been more into it. Left that one alone, and then what happens is it's continuing to reject this white line, so that I duplicated from down here. So that told me this could be potentially a nice head, and this so happened to be, let's see, 11 o'clock on the 30-minute, which is right here. So we were above this red, but the candle hadn't closed yet, right? It just started. So I thought possible reverse and not close out up there. As well as this looks like a nice head, and we have this liquidity here. We've had no retracement so far, so for quite a few reasons. Then I was kind of looking for a break of this white line, which we got. So this starts out as a kind of a retracement trade, zone of mutual interest. Both bulls and bears want to bring it down, and then you also have confirmation on a steeper selling channel like this purple one. And I was actually looking at Emperor's chart some today. Shout out to him. For his steeper channel to the sell side, that's what I was kind of looking for. So it broke here, and you can see it's reacting with volume, a little bit of volume, and then a lot more on the next one. So yeah, green on the small account today. Super awesome. 2 green days in a row. It's all about confidence. I was very patient for this one, but at the same time, the market just kind of, I don't know. Yeah, I kind of like the slow days. I'm able to just focus more. If it's super just volatile and crazy, and I don't know. 11:18, I got puts, so that was on this candle. So it had broken it, closed below, and then I was looking for kind of a retracement on the steeper retracement on the steeper channel, which I didn't have the steeper one charted. I have that purple one. And on Emperor's, he took it, looks like he took it on that break. I took it on this wick up here. And he actually had this channel much closer because he had it drawn right on here, that green resistance. So I took it on the top of that one, which was rejecting that green as resistance again. And yeah, that was the trade for the day. Took 2 right there. And close the first one at 11:20. So my take profit on here is going to be this white one. Bottom. Wow, yeah, SPY. That was too late in the day, though. Sometimes I'll get those last. I try not to enter in the last 5 minutes. Yeah, that was kind of ugly. It's fine. I did say if I was going to grab that shoulder, I'd take it, but that's okay. Anyways. So yeah, take profit's going to be on the bottom of this. Oh, also tapering. So let me read this here. I wrote it out. I kind of journaled it on the screen for you guys to see. So we had a steeper buying right here, then turned into less aggressive buying with the gold. Broke the gold here, got back into that same gold, broke it again. So then we're buying in this white channel, which is the least aggressive. So that's showing the tapering. The buying strength is weakening, and that coincided with the top of that magenta on the 30-minute. So retracement is in order, most likely. So that's what I put here. I don't know if you can see that, but oh, it doesn't increase the font. No. Waited for tapering, rejected top magenta on the 30-minute, made a nice head. That's this guy right there. Broke the tapering channel, that's white, with volume, and grabbed the shoulder. So here's the volume, came in, grabbed the shoulder, broke that channel. Open on the retrace, finding the steeper selling channel as resistance on Emperor's chart, which was this one right here. So top of that one. And then held through here and took first profits at 11:23, which was on this candle. Didn't bottom ticket. Let's see, yeah, 11:23. Didn't bottom ticket, but got pretty good. VWAP, of course, is a pretty obvious take profit as well. This was going to be liquidity to grab, so it'd probably reject that. Didn't quite make it there, but it did make it to the bottom of this white, which was what I was looking for. So I took it somewhere around there, and it was at the bottom of that white channel. So took first profit on the test of the bottom of the tapering channel, which coincided with VWAP. So here's VWAP, here's the bottom. It's pretty close. I took it somewhere in there. Took second profit because I'm not greedy on the next red candle. So came up on that same candle, turned green, and then on this red candle, I took it again right near there. So happy with that. If it kept coming down, I would just have to look for another entry and trade it with the other account, because small accounts one and done. And turned out to be a nice day for that, because this was ugly chop grind. Maybe you could have a trade or two in there, but you just got to be super careful because you're in a wedge, and then it kept breaking the wedge, but there's no volume and no structure for continuation. On the longer time frame, we have not. Well, I guess very end there we did retest the top. Yeah, that's that trade I was looking for in the last 5 minutes. Retested green, but we were broke magenta, and it did not want to grab this liquidity up here today, so grinded through. Like now we're retesting the top of that green. And so yeah, today was just a liquidity build for most of the session. Did a couple trades on the big account. Pretty break even on there probably. It might be a little red. Excuse me. Not sure, but I was pretty quick to get out of stuff because it did make some pretty ugly price action here. Made this cup and then this ugly handle that then just rejected again. And then you've got kind of just end of day back to VWAP. So what I was looking for the last 30 to 10 minute trade was grabbing this shoulder. After it came down here and tested VWAP, I was looking for it to grab that shoulder. So I would have gotten it there, which was at 357, and that's just really too late for me to be opening positions. Typically, I'm really on it, maybe, but that's pretty late. The trade to the downside would have worked. In the last 30 minutes here, you've got a nice head and shoulder, and grabs it right here. And VWAP's down there, which is a nice safe spot to end the day. Yeah, there it is. Small account. So 58 cents to 82 on the first one, and then 86 in the second one. That candle was so violent though, it actually went crazy, and I just couldn't get out of it fast enough. When it tested down here, or no, where was it? Yeah, when it flushed to there, those contracts, my count was like doubled. And then I waited a few seconds and it dropped back down quite a bit. So definitely try and take profits on those volatility candles in your favor. Thanks for watching. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. Peace out.